Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round playoffs on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Southern California as we've got playoff football ahead in the City of Angels. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
So pinpoint, so accurate. Sometimes we forget just how good he is. We start to take him for granted because he always places the ball exactly where it needs to be for his receivers.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I had a coach say to me one time, when you have that open week, you often think about scrimmaging so you're ready to go the next week, but you know you can't. So you cross your fingers and hope your guys are ready to roll.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their 5'11 quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
He's always been an incredible decision maker on the field. Takes care of the ball really well, puts his team in the right positions, makes sure the play calls are accurate. Also was a minor league baseball player. Didn't hit very well there. I think he made a great career choice picking football.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. On third down, Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Play action. Now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Brockers just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker C.J. Mosley there in coverage.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Seahawks send out their punter. Back deep, Antonio Brown. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Second down, it's Henderson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The starters defensively now for the Seahawks. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
You got nothing.
Anunwa's got it, complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
318. Watch the run, watch the run.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, A little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's complete to Lockett. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And here's the starting offensive unit for Seattle.
And this is a unit that has to feel good about itself. Got the win last week in the wild card round, and oftentimes we say you want to get the open week and get some rest, but many times we see the upsets happen with a team that won the week before and has momentum on its side.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Play action. It's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They run the counter. It's Robinson, and he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up. Penny will try to punch it in, and this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now third down. 2 straight shots on the ground, now on third do you go to the air.
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On third and goal, Wilson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And his throw is incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Henderson will try to run for the first. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On first down, Rodgers looking for his running back, and he's got it. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Rodgers going to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Rodgers. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Now Henderson. And he is going to lose yardage here. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Henderson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we? Remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. From the left hash, this from 39. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon, and think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Michael Brockers picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Wilson leaves this one with Penny, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block it. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. On the field, here comes Los Angeles. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's Rodgers to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now it's Rodgers. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Rodgers now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
58, 54, Mike 54. Here we go, here we go.
Snap comes at 1. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensing the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A carry for Foreman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. To throw is Rodgers. On 3rd down. And he's got his man, Hilton. Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down now, it's Henderson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Rodgers. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
It's caught. Lockett. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful Divisional Round weekend. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. 20. He'll find Metcalf. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Wilson defers to Penny here on the draw. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he finds Penny. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
And the seat. Hawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this Divisional Round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC Divisional Round game. But first, let's take a look back at action from earlier. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now Rashad Penny, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And they'll run it again with Penny. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
50 Mike, 50
On 3rd down, Wilson. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Wilson now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Robinson. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. To throw on 3rd down, Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 35. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. So they did not bring pressure, and turns out probably a bad idea.
Yeah, he had time to stand in the pocket and deliver a strike. So I'm wondering if they're going to note that, and next time just go ahead and bring that pressure.
Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Penny. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On 1st down, Robinson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, or if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
2nd and 5 now. Rodgers. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. Anunwa's got it, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Rodgers now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a draw play for Gurley. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. On the draw, this is Henderson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right to kind of play it into their hands. Well, it's been a field goal extravaganza so far. That's 3 for him now, and it ties our game at 9-9.
I got a feeling the touchdowns are coming, though. Trust me on that one.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Only 2 there on the dump-off. It's third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Short throw to Disley, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Rodgers. This is caught by Antonio Brown. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, it's Gurley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, they run with Gurley. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 26. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Complete to Hilton. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Rodgers going to throw. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The Rams on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And Zerline's kick is good. And they will take the lead here at 12-9. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season. You're on the road here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout. Hey, we've got to go on the road. We've got to rely on ourselves, right? Focus, yet still find the fun in it. How great is this, guys? Look at the spot we're in right now. And then go to your top players, call them the plays that they run best.
Yeah, sort of controlling their own destiny, but this place has been loud. Not going to be easy. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Wilson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. To throw again. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one. So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The Seahawks send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part. Yeah,
they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Gurley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now it's Rodgers. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 now. Rodgers, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Zerline connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
That'll make it 1st and 15. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw again is Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Wilson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Another carry now for Gurley. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Quick throw here to Hilton. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for L.A. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.